Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Strong. Gonna go 5-0 here. On deck. Switch.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make our score 9-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds Tyler Kroft. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Kroft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
58 to Mike. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Allen will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Running with Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. There he goes goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left, and he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Allen again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. Muscles him off.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Mike 40. Mike 20. PPP.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Howard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Pollard, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vince Beagle coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check, boy, check, boy, ain't no such thing as a look.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll run on first down. Pollard, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Allen, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Freeman again. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Now a play fake here on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll run it. Freeman. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the
Run for Pollard. And a pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Hey, Mike, got you. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Let's get it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home.